Okay, fifth grade math. Normally I like to talk to you guys before you look at the tops of your books, but I do want you to go ahead and get out your math books and open them to page 261. We have found the perimeters, which is the area around a simple closed figure. Today we are going to find the area of a rectangle. Okay, now what we have to remember is that area is broken down into square units. So remember yesterday I told you you could either count those squares to find how many square units there were, or if there was 6 going down and 5 going across, you could multiply 6 times 5 instead of counting, or you could count by 6, 6, 12, 18, 20, whatever. But they're square units that can be counted. So I want you to look at the top of your page there, and I want you to look on the right side of the box where it says facts. These are some facts that I want to bring to your attention about area. So inches times inches equals square inches. Think about that. Inches times inches equals square inches. Just get that in your brain, even though it may not make sense yet. Just get that phrase in there. Feet times feet equals square feet. Yards times yards equals square yards. Meters times meters equals square meters. Miles times miles equals square miles. And then acres are square units. So when you buy an acre of land, and let's say mommy and daddy just bought land to build a house on, and they say we have 2.5 acres of land for our property, then those 2.5 acres, each acre is a square unit of land. Okay, and then go ahead and look at the box right under where we were reading, where it says learn these measures. It says 144 square inches is 1 square foot. Guys, how many inches are in a foot? 12. And what is 12 times 12? 144. Okay? 9 square feet equals 1 square yard. How many feet are in a yard, guys? 3. And what's 3 times 3? 9. 9 square feet equals 1 square yard. 43,560 square feet equals 1 acre. And then 640 acres equals 1 square mile. Okay? So let's look at section 1. Well, I'm sorry, go back over to the other side of the box real quick at the top. So to find the area of a rectangle, our formula is length times width. Okay, so if you have 10 across here and 6 up here, and it's inches, then your area equals 6 times 10. Area equals 60. Now we said area is square inches, so not only must this answer have your unit of measure in it, but it must be square units. So area equals 60 square, and our unit of measurement was inches. So that is how we will find our area of a rectangle. So let's look at section 1. It says find the area by counting each square unit. Area is always a square unit. So there's 3 going across the side and 6 going across the top. So you can count them all out, or you can say 6 times 3 equals 18, and there are 18 square units in that box. In the next rectangle, we have 13 feet across the top and 6 feet on the sides. If you count those all out, you will come up with 78 square boxes, or 78 square feet. And then on the next one we have 4 across the side and 2 across the top. If you count those square boxes out, you will have 8. And 4 times 2 does equal 8. And your answer needs to be 8 square feet. Look at section 2. It says use the formula to find the area of the rectangles having these dimensions. Remember, area is always square units. So if we have a length of 7 yards, I'm on letter A, guys, 2A. If we have the length of 7 yards and the width of 5, our formula is area equals length times width. So area equals 7 times 5. Area equals 35. Has to be in your answer or it is not correct. Square, what are we doing? Yards. So that is how you will find your area. This is the biggie that you have to remember. I'm not concerned that you're going to remember that the perimeter is, or the area is length times width. I'm sure you're going to remember that. But the square units is what is so important when you are writing the answer for the area. Look at section 3. It says fill in the blanks. Blank square inches equals 1 square foot. How many inches are in a foot? 12. And 12 times 12 is 144. That would be your answer. For the next one, blank square feet equals 1 acre. That one you can look at the top and get your answer for. It told us it was 43,560. Letter B, blank square feet equals 1 yard. How many feet are in a yard? 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. So 9 square feet equals 1 square yard. And then for letter D, blank acres equals 1 square mile. You can look up there at the top of your book to get that answer. 640 acres equals 1 square mile. Turn your papers to the back side, and I want to do section 4B with you on the back. So we are back to finding perimeters. 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Okay, so we have 3 yards by 21 feet. So 3 yards by 21 feet. We are going to go ahead and turn we can do it either way. I say we turn our feet into yards, because we have to have the same measurement. So 21 feet to yards, we're going smaller to larger, so we're going to divide. There's 3 feet in a yard, so that is 7 yards. Okay, so we have 3, 2, I was going to go backwards. 2 times 3 plus 2 times 7. 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 7 is 14. So we have 20 yards would be our answer. Now you could do it if you wanted to convert your yards to feet. You could do it that way as well, and you would still you would come up with the 60 feet if you converted your yards to feet. Okay, 20 if you're converting to the feet to yards, and 60 if you're converting the yards to feet. Go ahead and look at the bottom of section 7. Actually, no, let's go ahead and look at section 7 at the top, letter A. On letter A, we have 4 7s. Trying to read this fraction. Yes, 4 7s times 49. Okay, so 7 will go into 7 one time. It'll go into 49 7 times. And 4 times 7 is 28. It's a pretty easy one. Look at letter D. 4 and 1/5 times 2 and, I'm trying to get in the light to read it, 2 and 2 thirds, I think it says. I need you guys to tell me what that fraction says right now. But if it is 2/5 and not 2/3, then use this as a reminder of how to do it, but don't write this answer down, okay? 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21 over 5, times 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8, times 8/3, okay? 3 will go into 3 one time, 3 will go into 21 7 times, 7 times 8 is 56 over 5, 56 divided by 5, 5 will go into 5 one time, 5 will go into 6 one time, 11 1/5 would be our answer, okay? And then I want you to look at letter D at the bottom. 4y equals 28 plus 8. Okay, so we do what we can do. 4y equals 36. Now we're going to, they multiplied by 4, so we're going to do the opposite and divide by 4, just using our fraction bar. Our 4's cancel each other out. Y equals 36 divided by 4 is 9. And then I want you to look at letter C. X over 4 equals 9. There's nothing we can do except for solve for x right now. So they divided by 4, so we will multiply by 4. X over 4 times 4 over 1 equals 9 times 4. Our 4's cancel each other out. X equals 36. Okay? So I hadn't done any problems like that with you guys for a minute, so I wanted to do that with you real quickly. And that's our math class. You will continue doing the assignment, whatever the post says, that is what you will do today. Okay, but I know you do have an interactive worksheet and you do have a speed drill, and they are good to go today. Okay guys, I'll see you in language class.